What's up, DJs? It's DJ Theory Poker. We're at DFW Airport filming our first travel vlog. Let's go, dude. We going to Vegas. Gonna be crazy for UFC 272. Gonna see the fight. Masvidal Covington. This is my boy Barrett, dude. I'm here with two other boys. Gonna get some gambling in, some partying. It's gonna be sick.
I look real good today. 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 Jumping out that motherfucking Bentley. Rolling in, I got some new Balenci's. Walking with a pocket full of Benjis. I'm a 10-piece.
We land in Vegas and head straight to the Strip. This trip is strictly business for us. One night to make some money, go to the fight, get to the clubs, make some more money, and then get the hell out of here, so we're not wasting any time. We're staying at the brand new Resorts World and have a nice room with a sick view of the Strip. We head upstairs, grab a couple drinks together, but we're more interested in the casino downstairs. I've got a couple hours before the Masvidal vs. Covington fight, so I play a couple hands of blackjack and some poker at Resorts World before heading over to the Bellagio to get in a real poker session. In this session, Barrett is playing live for the first time, so I spent a little bit of time teaching him some things about poker and completely forgot to take notes on the hands I played here. But don't worry, I've got some late night primetime Vegas poker hands to share with y'all later that y'all don't want to miss, so stay tuned. Overall, in this session though, I lost about $300 just fucking around in the short session. There was one hand I remember where I was trying to act tough in front of my boy and punted off some chips to a dude who had tribs, like a donkey. And then another hand I played with Barrett where I re-raised him pre-flop with ace-king and got two callers including him. And when the flop came 10, jack, 7, and we had a gut shot to the top straight, I shoved about a pot-sized bet all in, and Barrett called for less, as did the other guy. The runout came dry, and Barrett won the main pot, about like 150 bucks with king 10 for second pair, and I won the side pot with ace high, about like $100, and Barrett was bragging the rest of the night that he beat me all in. So I had to punish him later in the night session. After that quick session at Bellagio, we headed over to T-Mobile Arena to see the main card for the Covington-Masvidal fight, which was sick. Then it was time to party. We went over to Zouk nightclub to see Jack Harlow perform. Here's a little bit of that.
Test out of my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off, and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro test drive it. It's hard for me to get excited. I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Riding around in the shotgun and her Tesla, hanging both of my legs out it like what's up.
We had a wild night. We also just ran into Jorge Masvidal. I'm pretty starstruck, but we're on our way.
Chilled with us, bro.
It was nuts. It was nuts. Jack Harlow, crazy. Got crazy footage of that.
Yeah, finesse the time.
We're headed right now to the poker room, Resorts World. Nah, we'll play a little session. If you couldn't tell, we're a little fucked up from the club, but we had to get some late night poker in, so these hands should be fun. I sit at 1-3 and buy in for the max with $400. In this first hand, I look down at ace-king offsuit in the cutoff and open it up to $10, which the small blind and big blind both call. The flop comes ace-6-9 rainbow, and the big blind leads out to me for 15. I'm in position with likely the best hand here, so I don't need to raise just yet. I call and the small blind does as well. The turn is an offsuit 10, and the big blind continues again for the same bet size of just 15. Now it's time to raise. I make it 45, and he's the only one who calls. When the river pairs the 10, this guy bets into me once again for 25, and I decide to just call. He shows us ace 3 for a worst top pair, and we're good. Next hand, I look down at ace queen of spades under the gun, and I raise it to 12. Button calls, and we go to a flop of 7-3-4 rainbow. Pretty dry board, so I continue betting $15, and he calls. I think he could have all types of non-believing overcards here, or some sort of pair. The turn is the 10 of hearts, and I slow down and check in case he has a good hand, and he checks, so now I'm feeling good here with ace high. The river is another 10, and I check again. My opponent now bets $55, nearly a pot-sized bet, and I don't think he'd do this with a 10, as he probably would have bet the turn, and a lower pair would probably just check to get to a cheap showdown. But really, I'm drunk, I have ace high, he has nothing, I call. Fuck, he has a straight. On to the next one. 2 hands later, we pick up 10-9 of spades on the button and open to 10. Our opponent from the last hand is in the big blind now, and he calls. Time to get some money back. The flop comes jack 9-6, 2 clubs, no spade. He checks to me, I have second pair and some backdoor straight draws, let's bet. I make it 10 and he calls again. The turn is an offsuit 10, now we have 2 pair. He checks, I bet half pot, and he calls once again. He could have a jack or a draw like 2 clubs or a queen or an 8, so let's just dodge all that and win the pot. Dealer doesn't care, jack on the river. He checks, I check back quickly, and he mucks his cards, so we win. This hand I'm in the big blind, and hijack min raises to $6. Barrett and the small blind both call, so I'm calling for $3 more with any 2 cards. How about jack 4? The flop now blesses us with 6 jack 4, we have 2 pair again. I check to the pre-flop min raiser to let him bet, but sadly, he checks. Luckily, Barrett comes to the rescue with a $10 bet. Now I can get him back for bragging about taking me all in earlier. The board isn't scary, so I get sneaky and just call, and the other player calls as well. Turn is the 9 of hearts. Staying sneaky, I check again, and now the hijack donk bets Barrett to $15, and then Barrett min raises him to $30. Enough of these small bets, I have 2 pair. Let's go 120. Hijack folds, and now it's on to Barrett. Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Colin?
What's up? What you gonna do? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You could have just
I hope the same for you. Alright. Alright, Barrett.
You.
I know, I checked.
I checked.
I got 2 pair. That's right. Get fucked, Barrett. Give me your money. Don't ever brag about taking me all in again. He Venmo requests me $100 later, and I give it back to him so he can keep playing at the table after he lost the rest of his chips. So, now we're in for $100 more. In this one, we have King Jack offsuit in the big blind. Hijack limps, button bets 12, I call, hijack calls. Flop comes 10 ace ace. We check to the cutoff, and he bets 15. I have a gut shot, and I could bluff later if he slows down. Turn is a 9, and I check to him. This time, the opponent does check, so I plan on bluffing on the river. River's a 3, nothing really changes, I'm sticking to my plan, and I bet 40. He doesn't take long though before blowing up my plan and just calling with a 10. I should have bet more. Time to call it a night. Alright, quick little hour-and-a-half session. Went well for me. In for 400, out for 580.
I'm a viable player.
I loaned Barrett like 100, so I guess you could say I won like $80 there just because I'm a good friend.
Yeah, we're gonna play blackjack though.
How'd you do, Barrett?
All I can say is I'm viable.
How much did you win?
I lost. I was up for the first time in my career today. I was up $30 on one hand because I pulled it in, but then now I'm down like 50.
Big wins. We wake up in the morning around 11 and our flight's at 4, so I decide to get one less session in. So I head downstairs and buy in at the 1-3 for another $400. The action starts out hot with this massive hand. I'll let y'all listen in at what happens.
Yeah, 100. Do you want me to call or do you not want me to call? It's up to you.
Let's play.
Okay.
I'm trying to have some fun. Did you look at your hand?
Did I? I don't think I did. I'm gonna check through the dark. I don't know what I have. I'm sorry ahead of time.
I'll check dark too.
Okay. Yeah, double check. Uh-oh. I don't know what I have. I checked.
I checked.
I still check. I have no idea what I have.
You beat me, for
No.
sure. I got 6 high.
What?
Oh.
Oh no!
No way.
And for the first time ever in my poker career, I win with 6 high, the 4th lowest possible hand, against the lowest possible hand. This is feeling like it's gonna be a lucky session. Next hand we're playing, we have King 10 of hearts under the gun. I make it 12, +1 calls, low jack calls, and hijack calls blind once again. Flop comes 10, 9, 5, 2 hearts. With top pair and a flush draw, I keep betting and make it $30. The +1 player says no, not enough, and raises me to 80. Low jack folds, blind guy folds, and I call. The turn is the 3 of diamonds, so I check to the raiser and he checks back. The river brings in the 5 of diamonds, so now backdoor diamonds get there and the board is paired. So I check and he bets just 25. It's a super weird bet and I have no idea what he's doing with this tiny bet, but I'm not folding top pair here. So I flick in the call and he shows 8-7 of hearts for 8 high and a missed flush draw. So it was a super cheap attempt at a bluff and our top pair is actually good. Thanks for the extra 25, I guess. In this next hand, I'm in the big blind with 9-7 off and there's 3 limps to me, so why not just check? The flop comes a beautiful one in 5-6-8, giving us the flop straight. Better yet, the small blind leads for $10, almost a pot-sized bet. There's 2 clubs on the board and 2 players after me, so I don't want to let people draw cheaply to a flush. I bumped up to 30, and the small blind is the only player to call, so he could very well be on a flush draw. The turn's an unfavorable one in the 9, which makes the board more scary to our opponent, but we still need to bet when he checks to me, in case he has a draw that we want to charge him for. I bet 40, and he just folds. Alright, this here is the hand of the vlog. I look down at the ladies, pocket queens in the small blind, and the under the gun bumps it up to a large raise size to 20. Music to my ears, but it gets better. +1 calls, then the button re-raises to 60. Time for the 4-bet. We re-raise these suckers to 180, and then the under the gun player 5 bets all in for 300.
He's making the vlog.
Yeah.
It's making the vlog. Oh,
Yeah, this will make the vlog.
Jonathan.
The button asks if this is going on the vlog, and then follows behind for 300 as well, all in. I already know here I'm likely behind one player with aces or kings, but against 2 ranges of aces through queens and ace king, I still have 30% equity and I'm getting way better odds than that for just 120 more to call. So I flick in the call.
Let me call Ethan. Get his
Aces,
ass down
kings,
to
whatever. I call. Give me a queen. Give me a queen.
You're good right now, dude.
Yeah.
You're good right now.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
We'll
he's got
see.
8.
Queen one time! And boom! Queen on the flop. Let's fucking go, baby! Yeah! Everyone knows a king needs his queens. We luck out with the set against kings and ace king to win an over $900 pot. And better yet, another player tells us he folded the 4th queen. So we had just 1 out. What a hand to end our Vegas vlog. For our final hand of the vlog, I have ace queen of clubs in the hijack. The low jack opens to 10 and I re-raise to 30 and he's the only caller. And the flop comes 2 aces and a 2. We have trips. He checks to me and I cover most of this board, so I just check it back. The turn is a 3 and he checks once again. This time I want to start betting, so I bet half pot for $30 and he calls. The river is the 2 bringing in the flush, but I can't be too scared of that, so when he checks to me, I bet 30 once again, just a quarter size of the pot, just trying to get some value, and he calls. So we win with trip aces on our last hand. I head over to the cage and cash out to go meet my boys at the airport. Alright, just cashed out. In the game for 400, out for like 1128. That was sick. That pocket queen's hand where we hit the 1 outer. Couldn't ask for a better way to end the trip. That brings our total for the trip, I mean, somewhere up. I think we might be up like $1,000 or something. I'll put my totals right there on the screen for like everything we played. It's just been crazy surreal playing here in Vegas. There's really nothing better. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. Head to the airport. It's been an awesome trip. I really can't say it enough. Thank y'all so much for watching if you came to the end here. Gonna keep putting out great content for y'all. That's my goal. Yeah, I'll see you on the next vlog. Peace.